there, guys, it's your boy Alex, and welcome back to the Brave Lionheart channel. Yes, I am back once again, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, I'm still slightly feeling better from my other video that I did where I was coughing a lot and my voice wasn't too good, so still gotta rest that up, and but I figured I might as well get another video out for you guys. So yes, I am back, and if you can't tell, I am wearing my Manticore shirt from Pixar's Onward. Still one of my favorite Pixar movies to watch. Sorry about that. I had a little phlegm coming up there for a second. But yes, I am back for another video. And guys, I'm excited to be doing this video because of something very awesome. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to Slam Jam again. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are, of course, talking more about Space Jam 2. More specifically, Space Jam: A New Legacy, which, to me, again, for some people, sounds like a reboot of the movie, but we all know it's a sequel. But more specifically, I'm excited is because we have got an official trailer that dropped April 2nd, I believe, or April 1st, something like that. It dropped on April, and I myself have watched the trailer, and I am very excited to tell you that I am super, super pumped to be seeing this sequel come out. Now, sadly, this video is not a trailer reaction because I don't want to basically, take a risk and get a copyright strike for my channel. But what I am doing today is a trailer breakdown for you guys, so I hope that's just as satisfying as watching my reaction to the trailer for it, and I really hope you guys still enjoy this video. But before we actually do get into the trailer breakdown, I want to talk about a few things that came before the trailer was announced and we got to see it when it came out. We got some new posters for the movie, and I'm going to be excited to be talking about that for you guys. So let's jump right in, and then we'll jump right into the trailer breakdown. So we'll see how that goes. So first off, we have our official look at the official poster for this movie, and I freaking love it. I would say it's just as good as the first poster that we got for the first Space Jam movie. While not as colorful as I thought this poster would be, I still actually kind of like it and can't wait to see it shown at theaters, before you go see the movie and they're outside. So like the first movie, we have individual character posters for the characters in this movie, and as you can see, they are using the 2D animation style, so my theory actually might be correct that for the first few minutes of the movie, we'll get to see them in the 2D animation style, and then what we got to see in the leaked images from the film. Now, sadly, we don't have an individual shot of LeBron James in the suit. I mean, technically, we already got that, and for some reason, they wanted to give us a shot of his beard. I guess his beard is like the main star of the movie now. But surprisingly, we also have our first look at one of the other characters that is getting to be on the team, good old Speedy Gonzalez. And fun fact, one of the announcements for the character Speedy Gonzalez, he's going to be voiced by Gabriel Iglesias in the movie, which for those of you who don't know is Fluffy, which is his comedian stage name. And in one of the Twitter posts he had, he said he was super, super excited to be playing this role. So I would love to see him in this movie, and I can't wait to see what kind of funny dialogue he's going to get and what kind of comedic moments he's going to get in the movie as a fast mouse, which is also going to be awesome. Something like that. And also, speaking of the other characters, here's some of the other posters we have of them real quick. Just to let you guys know that if you did not see the Roadrunner poster there, just seeing that he is actually going to be on the team and, dribbling a ball down the court because of how fast he is, just seeing him there is really awesome. Which also kind of brings up a point about the first movie. We saw him training with the Toons, and yeah, technically he did steal the ball from the gym and left. And I know for a fact we did see him on the court, but not really doing anything. He was just standing there, being his cute self. Why didn't they use him on the team? I don't know. Never really made sense to me at like rewatching the first movie. Why they never used him on the team, which is really, really weird. But now I guess they're like, oh yeah, he's the fastest tune on our group, so we'll use him now for the second movie that's coming up. Speaking of the second movie, it's time we dive right into the said trailer that came out. And guys, I will be happy to relive this trailer with you guys. So let's dive right in. So the trailer begins with a look at LeBron's house, which is a very fancy mansion on a hillside. He really must be compensating for something. Maybe the fact that he's just way too rich, I guess. Well, that happens when you're a famous basketball star. But anyway, our story follows that LeBron is basically trying to get his son Dom, not played by his real son, but two of the other kids in this movie are played by his real kids, which is really cute. Anyway, so LeBron is trying to get his son Dom into the business of being a basketball star. Unbeknownst to LeBron, his son does not want to follow in his father's footsteps, which kind of leads into an impasse between the two of them, which probably will be followed a lot in this movie, which I do like that when they try to follow that up in other films. Really, other films should do that. You also get a look at what I assume is supposed to be the Warner Brothers archive or something, which also goes into the other part of the plot point that they want a trip to Warner Brothers Studios, which honestly sounds really cool. But surprisingly, they get captured by the rogue AI, which we'll talk about in a sec in this trailer. And it also leads into something other weird that we'll also talk about in a sec once we get to the best part that we see in this trailer. And also we see that LeBron is trapped in this virtual world in the Warner Brothers Studios while he's passing by some really cool planets of other Warner Brothers properties, such as Game of Thrones and Wizard of Oz, and off screen we can also see the Flintstones, which is more of a Hanna-Barbera product, but it's also now owned by Warner Brothers, which is actually kind of cool now that I think about it. So we get our first look at the big bad villain for our movie, a rogue AI thing played by Don Cheadle. His basic goal is to just kidnap LeBron's son and challenge the king to a basketball game to save his son. Which, all rogue AI things do at some point. So he gets tired of LeBron's crap and sends him down to the rejects, which of course we know is the Toons. Which is kind of weird to think that Don Cheadle thinks the Looney Tunes is rejects in this movie's world. Oh yeah, and he also runs this whole place that has these Warner Brothers films and cartoons that he calls the Serververse. Oh yeah, and he also has this weird assistant thingy alien robot named Pete. So yeah, you can definitely tell this is very, very different from the first movie. Instead of, the famous basketball star getting sucked down a golf hole, he gets sucked into this cyber world of all these classic Warner Brothers cartoons and movies and other cartoon characters. And instead of the villain being aliens from another world that are also cartoons, it's a rogue AI. They did say that they're going to be doing something really crazy for this sequel, and I can't wait to see what they're talking about. But also, speaking of cartoons, I think it's time we get a look at the Toons themselves in this movie. Though before we get to see the Toons, we do get a nice little reference to the first movie with, where MJ goes through the Warner Brothers logo. LeBron is actually going through the background, which is really cool, and a nice little drop effect, like from the first movie. But surprisingly, we also get a 2D LeBron James, which was already leaked on a puzzle box for a party kit, which I had mentioned in my other video. But we also get our first look at Bugs Bunny in the 2D animation style for this movie, and I gotta say, it looks great. It's also kind of referencing a little bit of the shaded style from the first movie, which I really like that callback. Also, Eric Bauza, who's voicing Bugs Bunny in this movie, does a great job at the voice. I mean, he already did in the other cartoons that he voiced him in, so it makes perfect sense. Really great job. Here we have what I assume to be a full look of the team, basically the Toon Squad, Which, of course, this movie did mention that Penelope was going to be part of the team as one of the leaks for this movie. Though maybe at some point she'll join later when they actually find her. Maybe she'll have, and they also did say she was going to play a big role in this movie, so it would be awesome. Also, we get another look at Lola Bunny for her redesign, which, again, people are complaining about. I really do like the redesign. Honestly, I like both the redesign and the original design of Lola from the first movie. Do love the red jersey that she's got going on. Not as classic as her white jersey and blue shorts, but, you know. Also, another really cool moment for this movie is we do get to see the old jerseys that they wore for the Toon Squad in the first movie, which, you know, before they go into the 3D style that they're going for, and, you know, they probably will change them into the new jersey, which I'm still kind of debating on, but I still think it's a kind of a new, cool looking jersey, and I do love that they brought back the old jerseys. Really nice touch that they did there. Now, of course, one of the biggest updates that this movie has talked about is that it would have a ton more characters than the first movie did. You know how the first movie had a bunch of Looney Tunes cameos, not just from like the olden days of Looney Tunes, but from the sort of current state of Looney Tunes characters? Well, not only will this movie have a ton more Warner Brothers cartoon characters, like, of course, as I mentioned, possibly the Animaniacs and possibly Tiny Toons maybe, which is an awesome thing to see in a Space Jam movie, but we will also have Hanna-Barbera characters and Warner Brothers movie characters, which we already saw from some of the updates. We got The Mask, Joker, Pennywise, and the Wicked Witch of the West as possible cameos for this movie. But surprisingly, here's just a few more that I'm excited about, and also a few more that I'll talk about at the end of the video, possibly. Iron Giant is back, baby! Really awesome to see him in this movie. Also, we got cameos of the smarter than the average bear, Yogi, of course. We also have the Flintstones, and possibly what I see back there is Magilla Gorilla, which obviously was mentioned by one of you guys in my last videos as one of the characters that are going to be in this movie, which honestly sounds really awesome. Just seeing all these cameos is really, really great. How could we forget about the other main villains of this movie, the Goon Squad? Which, of course, is still kind of a weird name to me, which I thought at first they were going to have like a bunch of the villains from a different bunch of like Warner Brothers films, but sadly we're not getting that. What we do get are video game power versions of famous basketball stars. We got a vulture guy, we got a granny snake lady, we got a spider lady. We also have a water and fire guy, which honestly I don't know if the powerhouse is going to be the spider girl or the freaking vulture dude. Sorry about that, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, there you go, guys. That is my trailer breakdown for Space Jam: A New Legacy. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are excited as I am, or as excited as I am to see this new sequel coming out. And I know for a fact I'm still excited. Though I know for a fact this may not be as good as the first movie, but at least it'll bring something exciting to a supposed sequel to Space Jam, which honestly, I'm pretty sure a lot of us asked for a sequel to Space Jam, you know, for the 90s nostalgic kid inside of us. But anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to never miss a new video. Still doing new content, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am making it for you guys. Well, I'll see you guys later, and until then, I'll catch you awesome guys later. Bye-bye!